Are we going to get more Cam and Arastoo?
Yes, you are.
I'm so glad.
Yes. Cam, Tamara is a slowly, she's fantastic. Tamara, yeah, she is underrated. She's a straight man in our show, and like most straight men, it's as hard to do as anything else. And she's just awesome. So yes.
They're very good together.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun. Cam is going to have her identity stolen this year, and that has some repercussions for her.
She's a wonderful actress as well. I mean, she's a joy. She's a joy to that warmth that you see on the screen is absolutely there. She's a delight.
Do you like doing location shots? I watched you at Huntington Library when you were shooting over there, and I just wondered, do you enjoy doing the location?
Yes, I mean, it is nice to get out, without a doubt, and it's nice to, because we spend a lot of hours in the lab. We're fortunate because the lab is probably one of the best sets in Hollywood for TV drama. But it just gives us it's a breath of fresh air to be able to get out, and it also opens the stories up, which is important.
How many episodes do you guys shot?
Oh God. Well, okay.
Well, I was just curious how much you could tell us, tease about. If you hadn't shot anything yet, you couldn't tease anything.
We have 2 episodes from last year that have to fit in this season. That's always a big pain in the butt. Because you change your mind about things. And then we start shooting the first of 22 additional ones Tuesday.
Yes, and on Monday I've got to finish the last of the ones that we didn't finish at the end of last season.
So we're still shooting.
So we're still shooting season 8.
Yeah. Yes, we're shooting 2 seasons. I thought you meant what episode were we on, and I think it's around 1. I think we hit 200 like in the first or second of season 10. Does that sound right?
Yes.
But I always forget what episode we're shooting.
It's a lot of bodies. It's a lot of bodies.
Yeah.
Well, we start out, you know what, they probably told you more than I would. We start out with Booth and Brennan in trouble because Booth has broken off. He accepted her beautiful proposal, and then he said, we're not going to do
Evil
it.
genius, by the way.
Someone said, why are you so mean?
No.
And then, he had to break it off. And not only did he have to break it off because of Pelant, but he's not allowed to tell Brennan why. And that sadness and frustration really informed the season opener. It's probably one of the more dramatic season openers we've had. And then they have to deal with that. And then they have to deal with Pelant to get to ultimate joy. By around Christmas, we'll know if there's going to be a season 10. We'll start to be able to tell, and then we have to tailor the end of this season not to be the end of the series. But we've had to be ready for it to be the end of the series for
8 years?
4 years. We were very cocky at the end of season 4 because we'd already been picked up for 5. Or was it 5 and 6? We had 1 season of cockiness. It was 5 and 6.
Yes.
I have a question. When are you going to give us more Patricia Belcher? Because of everybody you've ever had on that show, she needs to be a regular.
I think.
She's amazing.
I think that Stephen Fry and Patricia Belcher should have a spin-off as Gordon and Carol. And I'm serious. I think Caroline is amazing.
Would they work together?
That would be the idea.
It would be
I don't know.
The Caroline episodes, I think, are amazing, and she always, puts that little spin on it that's just Patricia,
Well, she can say the truth.
I was going to say, she can say things that nobody else can say and get away with it.
I just think she's underused in everything.
She's a joy. She's an absolute joy.
We totally love her, and we use her, and I believe we officially upped the number of episodes that she'd be in this season. We love her as much as you do. We love her as much as the fans do. David is so happy when he has scenes with her.
They're so good together.
They're so good. And just so you know, Patty Belcher could not be less like Caroline.
I mean, if you had her on a Bones panel, for Comic-Con, people would show up.
We should do that. Oh my God, then you try to explain that to the regulars. We're taking Patty with us.
Yeah.
Deals.
She was available.
Is Parker ever going to come back?
Yeah.
Or has he been abandoned
No,
forever?
Parker is coming
Is he
back.
still living in England?
Which was never quite
Yes.
explained.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is he living in England?
Because we need an excuse for him to hardly ever be there. For a whole bunch of reasons. Not everything, let me say, not everything is under our control, and sometimes we are reacting. But yes, he returns this year. We're very interested in seeing what he looks like.
Yeah.
He could be 6'3" and have
A beard.
yeah, we'll see.
A jazz spot.
Or, you know, that thing that happens to cute actor kids could happen.
Yes.
Have it referenced more rather than the instead. It's always like baby Christine, and then oh yeah, there's Parker.
Here's what we found. I'll tell you why we do that. This is boring TV productions. Most of the audience, not like you, the very loyal audience knows everything. Most of the audience is not like that. So when you reference Parker, they all go, "Who's Parker?" And that's if they watch. You know the statistic. A very loyal audience member watches 1 in 4 episodes. 1 in 4. That's a really, really loyal viewer. Then there's the really loyal people who watch everything. So we have to all the time ask ourselves, should we reference Booth's brother, Parker? There's other people, Zach. And then we find out, you know, the network test shows quite often. People go, who's that? And then they talk and try and think, oh yeah, it's that guy. And in general, it's not worth it. And that's why we do it, and why we don't refer to people all the time. Because it goes in the scripts, to be frank, and then it comes out. I can hear everything.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
You guys, we have just one more question.
Make it a really easy one.
Are you going to show why Pelant targeted these people initially? Because I asked Stephen that last year, and he assured me that last season you would have that.
That's why he's
didn't.
not here today.
Yes.
He was waiting for that question, so I can't
That was
first.
the first question I asked him.
Yes, the answer to that is yes. And you'll be creeped out when you
I'll be
find it.
creeped out.
But yes, you find it.
What about like Brennan and Angela's relationship, or maybe a Booth and Hodgins relationship?
It's a good question. Angela is furious at Booth. She doesn't know. All she knows is that Brennan's life has been ruined. And she's furious at Booth, and she says horrible things to him. It causes a slight rift with Hodgins, because Hodgins says, we don't know everything. Hodgins has a bit more faith that maybe there's stuff they don't know. So, but Angela, it'll take a long time for Angela and Booth to ever be friends. It's going to be tough.
Thanks, guys. I think we have to wrap it up there.
Thank you.